BeautyandtheStamper.blogspot.com. Hi beauties! Today I wanted to talk to you about the Simply Pressed clay. And then of course the molds, the buttons and blossoms molds. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I want to show you that it does come in this sealed pouch because it does air dry. So pull out the pieces you need. Make sure you don't have any ink on your hands. Otherwise it'll transfer right onto that lovely white clay. So I'm going to go ahead and seal that up, make sure all the air is out. And then we're going to get our molds out, and I'm going to just show you real quick how they work. So here's the buttons, here's the flowers. Again, I did have some ink on my hand, so it does have a little bit of blue, but I'm going to show you in a bit how to color it anyways. So if I wanted to make, let's say, this medium size, I would just take it, stick it in there. Okay, and then I bend it out, and look at that, it comes out perfectly. It's so easy, and you just set it aside to dry. Okay, that's how easy these molds are. Now I wanted to show you some other stuff that I did. Let's say you want it colored. So what you're gonna do is, I have some gloves that I put on when I'm inking up the clay, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ones. So I just put my gloves on, then I take some of the white clay again, and let's see here. Now you'll see in a bit as I'm coloring this up, just a little bit goes a long way, but you'll also see, depending on the colors that you want, you can, all you're going to do is just take a little bit of that re-inker. I kind of make a little reservoir for it, put a drop, or depending on how dark you want it, as many drops as you want. Just keep going until it's as dark as you want. So you just mix it all in there, and look at that, it's just turning that really pretty blue. Now this one that I used was the Marina Mist. And if you know Marina Mist, this isn't necessarily that color. It does come out a little bit lighter. So you'll want to put more ink on there to get that darker color. So there you go. You just keep on working it in there. And then again, you do the same thing. You stick it in the mold and wait for that to come out. Now if you don't have access to gloves like these, I'm going to show you another way that I do it. And I just take a plastic sandwich bag. You can buy those at the dollar store. Go ahead and put that in there. Get your ink doing the same thing. You'll have your white clay. And then you just surround that dot in there. Get your plastic bag and just go to town on that, and you're going to be coloring that and kneading that in. Another cool thing, you can make, these are airtight, so you can make all your colors in advance in these little baggies, and then just leave it once it's complete, once you get all the color that you want. And then when you want it, you just take it out when you're ready, and it's ready to go. I'm not going to pull it because it still has ink, and that's how I got it on my hands last time. So we'll save this, and I'll use it again in another project so you could see it, but I'm going to get all the ink out because I'm not ready to use it yet. But once I do color it and get it the color that I want, let me go ahead and show you the different things that I've done. So I needed to use this, but what I did is I stuck that in there, some of that colored clay, and just pushed it down. I would take the back of a stamp and push it as well, and you need to let it dry. And then when it comes out, it's going to have your embossing folder designs on there. Another thing, if you guys have the cookie cutters, I use that. This one was done in a cherry cobbler, so as you can see, it's really light. It more looks like a strawberry slush, actually. So you can play around with your colors, you can play around with your darkness, but after you've let it dry, it pops out so easily. This one was from a convention last year, special that they had. But look at that, it came out really nice, that perfect heart. And then you can just go around and cut out the edges, or maybe just cut out the thank you and use that portion. But so many different things that you can do. Another way to color your pieces is just by using your markers right on them. So on this flower here, in the center I used the Daffodil Delight and literally just took the marker and colored it right in there. That's another way to do it. Let me go ahead and show you here. I'll paint one of these roses in a strawberry slush. So I'm going to get out the thicker edge. I am going to use my piercer just to hold it for me. So I kind of slide it in at an angle and then hold it down, and you just color it right in there. All the colors that you want. Very easy. I've seen some people do it with their pads. They just stick it right in the pads, but you're not going to get in all these crevices. And what if you wanted different colors like I did here? So just keep going, and then you'll let it dry, and it comes out more of the true color, as you can see. So I'm going to stop so you don't just sit and watch me do all of this, but that's how you would do it. Oh, and another one. This one, I added some of the Dazzling Detail Silver Sparkle, and look at that, I just put it right over the top. Let me show you another one here. Let's go ahead and pull one of these flowers. One of the white ones, I pushed it in pure white. I'm going to get my brush, and I have here a little bit of the Marina Mist again. So I'm just going to take, I'm going to put a little bit more on here. Just going to take my little brush here. You could use your aqua painter, but I just wanted to use this. And I'm going to, I'm going to do, so you can see it better, is I'll put that right in there. And then you just start adding that way. That's another quick way to go ahead and color it. You can also do some antiquing if you want to this way. Came out really pretty. I tried that. I did use it for a card and it got sent out already. So very easy way to go ahead and paint that, and now you just sit and let it dry. Oh, dropped it right in there. But I'm going to let that one sit and dry, and then I don't mind that the color is in there, because as it dries, we'll see, it might go darker right inside there. And then one more thing that I tried, and I'll show that to you. Look at that. All I did is I took some of the white clay out. I took my winter stamp with my Wisteria Wonder, inked it up, and stuck it right in there. So let's go ahead and give that a try so you can see how many different stamps could you use on this. I mean, that's just, I think it's really cool. So I'm going to take another piece here. And this stuff is not so expensive that you can't, replenish. So, and a little goes a long way. I mean, I'm just barely to here, and I've been using it for a good week or so. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put it about the size of the stamp that I'm going to want. And then I'm going to take my Wisteria Wonder, ink up my stamp, now if I wanted to, I could cut, wash off the edges so I don't get any shadows there, but I'm going to cut it anyways once it's dry. So I just stamp it in there, And there you go. Oh, that one came out a little wonky, but let's go ahead, just get it right back in there. That's the great thing about this. Go ahead. Oh, it is getting a little bit colored there, but let's see here. Not real happy, but you guys know I don't edit my videos. I want you to know that I make the same mistakes that everybody else does. So let's see how this comes out. I like that marble effect. That's a little bit better, don't you think? Nope, not better at all. All right, so this one did work out really well, and I do know they work out good, but I'm going to use this for the marble effect. I think I really like it, and then we'll try it again. So I'm gonna get a new piece, and we're gonna try this one more time. If it doesn't work, trust me, you just have to keep trying, because I know that it does work. I used it on my last one. All right, last time, let's see how this works. There we go. Much better. And then, oh, I know what I've done in the past is I used some of the, there we go. See there? And then I'll take and let it dry and cut around it. And then I can use this extra afterwards. So let's go ahead and just cut there. So this doesn't go to waste. We'll just let it dry. Okay. Just flattening it out so that it dries nicely. And then later I'll go through and cut this out better. And that's what I did with this one. And this was actually just done earlier today, so you could see it dried pretty fast there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put this in a plastic baggie so I can use it later. I don't want to taint my white clay. So, alrighty, I think that's everything. You can emboss it as well. I've done some embossing on here to give it more of a shiny button look. And oh, one more thing. Don't think you just need to use it for molds. So I've got my swallowtail butterfly. Look at this. All I did is I took a little bit of the clay, molded it how I wanted. Everybody knows this trick, right? And then really quick did something like that. Of course, this is a bigger version, but look at that. Put some little bit of crystal effects to hold that in place there. Was that cute? You can do anything with this clay. All you need to do is form it how you like, let it sit out to air dry. I do wait one full day. It takes about 24 hours for it to be really good. Otherwise it's kind of a little wonky. Alright, sorry this ran over a little long and had some errors, but you know, that's what happens in stamping. Alright, beauties, have a great day. Bye! For more tips and techniques, visit BeautyandtheStamper.blogspot.com.